Rise and shine, United Spirit. Welcome to United Spirit Village. Today is Friday, January 7th, 2022. Before we get into our fit word of the day, I just want to say how grateful I am for your views, for your support, for your comments. As you know, this is a personal challenge of mine to make a video every day for 2022. So far, so good. And if I ever find, challenge or I'm struggling, you are the ones who are going to push me forward and support me. Also, please check out unitedspirits.org website. So it is sort of bare bones in some of the classes I have to restart, the workshops and discussion groups. And I'm really excited to restart them. There's a blog I wrote a couple days ago. I intend to write before the weekend's over. And I really would love for you to contribute your skills and talents to our website. Fit word of the day. Drum roll, please. Boo, boo, boo. I love to celebrate. I'm celebrating the fit word, which is relatives. Relatives. What is a relative to you? To me, relative is definitely a family member. My relatives are blood relations, for sure. Mostly, I'm going to say, I find that blood relatives are indeed, just by nature, family. But my friends and coworkers, acquaintances, colleagues that I have met along the years have also contributed to my family, the village. And you all are so very needed. Relatives are indeed people in our lives whom we support and that support us. Now, I know sometimes there are lapses and gaps in communication, and which communication can go awry. Time that we spend together may or may not happen. Sometimes hurt feelings prevail over the love we feel in our heart. And with some time, I am hopeful that most of these relationships will repair and reconnect if it's meant to be. So I want to ask you, who supports you? Who supports you and who? Whom? Who? Well, who supports you? Grammar may not be my forte, but I'll have to look it up. So you could put that in the chat. Whom do you support? Who do you support? And I feel like true relationships are about reciprocity, giving and receiving. And I have found that sometimes I may give of myself in different ways to certain people, and those folks may not be able to give back, but they're still my family members. They're still relatives. They are still part of the tribe. And surprisingly, those that I may not expect to support might come through. Sometimes I have felt burdened by certain duties. I feel like this Almighty Spirit has graced me with certain duties, like I said, to come through for people who may need some uplifting. And in my immaturity, I didn't realize that that is what it was, but I'm so grateful to be strong in some areas where others are not, and be able to carry them. So I just wanted to have this conversation about relatives. I love this album by Damian Marley and Nas. I think it is Nas' album and features Damian Marley, or vice versa. Anyway, it is so beautiful. Every song talks about our relations, how to repair our connections with one another, whether we're here where I am, in California, or you're across the world in Mama Africa. And we're all, since Africa is the cradle of civilization for all folks, no matter what continent you're on. We are distant relatives. That's the name of the album, Distant Relatives. And there's a special bonus track. It's challenging to find, but it's like an extended version of Distant Relative. I love it so much. It has like 2 types of beat. So, who lifts you up? Who do you lift up? Remember, positive circumstances in life are formed in our subjective or subconscious mind. What that means is, so in this moment, I'm conscious, I'm making this video. I have a little braid here. I'm talking to you, or at 5 minutes and 43 seconds, I'm consciously aware of that. But what really creates is consciousness that I'm not always aware of. So it's important that I clear up any blockages, thoughts, cycles that do not serve my highest good. So when that subconscious mind is brewing and percolating and creating my reality, if something not cool, something nasty, or something not quite right shows up, knowing my subconscious mind did create that. So being aware of what's in the whole being is very, very important. And whatever relationships pop up with loved ones, friends, strangers, if there is some friction, I urge you to look within yourself and see what you are attracting. You are that powerful. You're a magnet. You will attract that which you like and that which you don't like if you're not careful. So create more of what you like, and especially with your relatives. Your blood relations, sometimes those are the trickiest because there's ancestral pain and trauma that shows up in our lives through energetic fields and cycles that we may not really know are there. And so I have heard, some families and people think that they're cursed or, have a stream of bad luck in their family. And if you look at the energy and the mind frames that have been birthed, that cycling in mama's womb and comes out in baby's thought form and body, it really is all about energy. So addressing that energy, healing and grieving ancestral pain so that we can live more fulfilling, productive, loving, and compassionate lives with our blood relatives, and also birth new babies who don't have all that pain body in them. So important. Why should our babies be suffering? I remember TJ, my son, said, "Mom, why do we have to carry the pain of our ancestors?" All the while he did experience, for being a young Black man in America, he has experienced some pain. So that's a whole other story about race relations. We're not going to talk about that at this moment, but it is important. And I want to give a shout out to my mother, my dad, who have taken good care of me. I love you. And I'm thankful for all that you did to raise our family and my siblings. I love my family so much, and my cousins and distant relatives. I love everyone so much, even though I don't talk to them a whole lot, and I'm working on improving our relationships. Everyone's so important. My friends is just doesn't feel adequate. My friends are my family. There are so many of you to name, but I want to give a special shout out to Crystal. She watched my videos and she just lifted me up and encouraged me to keep doing this work. I feel emotional. I appreciate, we've had our ups and downs over 20 years, and she is my sister. And as well as my little sister, Charmaine, who definitely has brought wisdom to our family, being the baby girl. And so I love all of my family members, and either way, so I'm sorry, I'm jumping back to what you create in your family and relationships and communication. You may create more of good stuff, free flowing, or stuff that is a little sticky and not so comfortable. The truth of the matter is you are the creator. So look at what you're creating. Intentionally heal yourself if you need healing. Intentionally set goals that you would like to achieve in your relationships. Intentionally say, that conversation went awry, but my part in it to fix is XYZ. Believe me, there's always something to fix. And I know me, I definitely feel better when I look at myself. In the moment, I might be heated and blame the other person, but ultimately, I claim my power. The power in the universe honors our faith. What do you have faith in terms of your relationships? What do you want to see more of? Sometimes people come and go, like our priestess Iyanla Vanzant said, people are in our lives for a reason, a season, or a lifetime, or all of the above. Maybe the season is the lifetime of lessons, and just look at what you have faith in and you will create more of that. Remember, to all of you, my family, this tribe, United Spirits Village, 100% of your donations go directly toward creating more love, more health and wealth, vibrancy, longevity. When you contribute your time, creativity, love, and money, you create more of what we wish to see in this village. Have a beautiful, beautiful Friday. Happy weekend to you. I love you. And you see me peeking at my notes. Is that I think I did really well. Release any sense of burden you might have. Sometimes we go through it with the people we love and extract the lesson, build the compassion, realize that everyone is a reflection of who you are. So if you see, I'll say it this way, whatever you see in someone else, see it in yourself. And that encourages more love and less judgment. Have a blessed day.